If you're watching this video right now, get ready, because what you're about to hear is not just a bike review. It's a wake-up call for every rider who has ever dreamed of long highways, unstoppable torque, and a machine that doesn't just take you from place to place. It takes you somewhere deeper, somewhere louder, somewhere completely alive. Today, you and I are stepping into the future, not tomorrow, not next year, but right now, because this is the all-new 2026 Corsair C 500 Tour. And trust me, this isn't a motorcycle you simply ride. This is a motorcycle that rewrites the way you ride. Look at it, the stance, the attitude, the posture of a true long-distance warrior. You can almost feel it breathing, as if it knows exactly who it's built for. Not just casual Sunday riders. Not just commuters. The C 500 Tour is for riders who feel the road inside their chest. Riders who want a machine that responds like a partner, listens like a friend, and roars like a wild animal when the throttle opens. From the first moment you see it, the 2026 Corsair C 500 Tour seems to ask just one question: are you ready to go further than you've ever been? Its front fascia is aggressive enough to warn the world that this bike is coming before it even arrives. Sharp LED beams slice the air with a confidence that makes cars move aside without hesitation. The tank is sculpted like a fighter's chest, wide, muscular, and commanding respect. Every line on this motorcycle feels intentional, like it was carved for riders who crave that perfect balance between power and elegance. And that's exactly what this bike delivers. Tour comfort mixed with street aggression, a duet so perfect that once you start riding it, every other motorcycle feels incomplete. Let's talk heartbeat. Under the tank sits a 500cc liquid-cooled power unit, designed with Corsair's new high-density combustion technology. What does that mean? It means every drop of fuel is converted into maximum energy. Every twist of the throttle becomes a direct surge of adrenaline running through your body. The torque delivery is instant, so instant that even experienced riders pause for a second. That's because the C 500 Tour doesn't ease you into its power, it introduces itself with a punch. And that's exactly what makes it so thrilling. You're not just accelerating, you're releasing something alive. And here's the magic. Even with all that raw and explosive power, the bike remains unbelievably smooth. How? Because Corsair has redesigned their crank balance to reduce vibration by almost 40%, making long-distance rides not just tolerable, but addictive. Imagine cruising at 120 km per hour with nothing but the soft hum of the engine and the sound of the world passing by. No buzzing in the bars, no shaking in the mirrors, no fatigue creeping into your palms. This is the type of engineering riders pray for. But the story doesn't stop at the engine. Because a good tourer isn't just about power, it's about endurance. And the C 500 Tour answers that with a reinforced dual-beam chassis, optimized for stability even when the wind pushes hard, even when the road disappears into rough patches, even when you decide to ride from sunrise to sunset and beyond. The suspension setup is tuned like a poetry of precision. The front telescopic system with progressive damping allows you to glide over imperfections, while the rear monoshock adjusts beautifully under load, which means your ride stays planted whether you're alone or loaded with luggage for a 3-day trip. And yes, luggage. Because what's a tourer without it? The hidden brilliance of the 2026 C 500 Tour lies in its smart utility design. The bike comes with built-in anchor points for panniers and a top box, but here's the secret: Corsair has integrated 2 hidden storage compartments inside the side body panels, almost invisible to the naked eye. Perfect for documents, power banks, gloves, or anything you want to keep out of sight. Riders love features like these because they solve real problems without ruining the aesthetic. It's little touches like this that transform the C 500 Tour from a motorcycle into a companion. Moving forward, let's talk riding comfort. Touring bikes fail or succeed based on one thing: can you stay on the saddle for hours without feeling like you're sitting on regret? The C 500 Tour answers that with one of the thickest and most ergonomic saddle designs in its class. The dual-density foam blends firmness with softness, giving support where you need rigidity and relief where you need comfort. The seat stitching is weather-resistant, fade-proof, and designed to keep you cool even on long sunny rides. Add in the tall windscreen, aerodynamically reshaped to reduce buffeting on the helmet, and suddenly your journey feels like floating more than riding. But what really elevates this bike is its intelligence, because power means nothing without control. The 2026 Corsair C 500 Tour comes with dual-channel ABS, traction control, and a touring mode that recalibrates throttle response for long-distance stability. In the city, the throttle is sharp, reactive, and almost playful. On the highway, it becomes smoother, calmer, and more efficient, as if the bike shifts personality to match your mood. And that isn't magic, it's deliberate engineering. Then there's the instrument cluster, a full digital TFT with Bluetooth, navigation, ride analytics, and even a feature that estimates fatigue levels based on your riding behavior. Yes, you heard that right. The bike actually warns you when your riding becomes inconsistent, suggesting you take a break. This is not just technology. This is rider protection evolving into a whole new category. But wait, the hidden features go deeper. Corsair has included a stealth security mode where the bike disables ignition even if someone gets hold of your key. Only your fingerprint, scanned through a small sensor on the handle, can unlock full ignition. Imagine telling your friends your motorcycle has biometric start. This isn't future. This is right here in the 2026 C500 Tour. Now let's talk sound, because a motorcycle without a soul-stirring note is just a machine. The C500 Tour's exhaust is tuned to produce what Corsair calls harmony thunder. It starts deep, low, and classy at idle, the kind of rumble that turns heads before the bike even moves. But when you accelerate, the note climbs into a confident roar that stays refined, never harsh, never cheap, never annoying. Just pure, addictive mechanical music. And what about mileage? Riders expect a tourer to sip fuel, not drink it like crazy. That's why Corsair's new fuel mapping system gives this 500cc beast surprisingly efficient range. Combined with a large touring-grade tank, you can easily cross 400 to 450 km on a single fill. Imagine that. Fewer stops, longer memories. Now, let's arrive at the part everyone waits for, the price. Because what good is a mind-blowing machine if it costs as much as a small apartment? Thankfully, Corsair surprises the entire market. The 2026 C500 Tour is launching at an expected price of $6,799 USD, a number that will shake its rivals. Competitors simply can't deliver this level of power, comfort, features, intelligence, and touring capability at this price point. And that's how Corsair wins this game, by delivering premium experience at a price that makes riders think, this is it. This is my moment. But even now, we're not done. Because the C500 Tour hides one more secret, something only riders will understand. Emotional connection. Every motorcycle can move you forward, but only a few can move you inside. When you sit on the 2026